Welcome to my project ideas. This is an ongoing series on SAP UI5 projects. And in this video, we'll learn how to do encryption and decryption of any data in SAP UI5 using a scripting file called AES.js. So you need to have a basic understanding of encryption and decryption process, why exactly it is required. And certainly you need to have IDE access. You can use SAP Business Application Studio, SAP BAS, or you can use SAP Web IDE. So in this particular video, we'll learn using SAP Web IDE, but the code remains same for both the IDE. And then you need to have a basic understanding and knowledge of SAP UI5. So to showcase what exactly is the flow of AES JS, so you can see in the screen that we have something called creation of new SAP UI5 project. So we'll create a basic project and then we'll add AES.js functionality in that particular project. And then we'll use the script to scan the data and get encrypted data. Fine. And again, we'll use the same scripting file to decrypt the data. So the basic question is why exactly we need this encryption and decryption. Certainly, if you want to save your password in database, it is not secure, right? Someone can hack and look into your password. So you need to convert it into unreadable format. So if I go back to this particular website, so in this particular web page, we have discussed the same scenario. We have also discussed the theoretical part as well as the coding part here. And you can visit this website to read the code, copy and paste the code. So whatever we are going to discuss, it is already shared in this website. Perfect. So we'll come back. So this is the scripting file that we are talking about, aes.js. So if you will visit this particular readme section, you can see what all functionality it provides. So we will be using just a small part and will not be using this node.js particular file. So we have a CDN of the same. So this CDN means it's a script file, JavaScript file, and we can just copy and paste and use it in our website or web page. So if I come back to my IDE, so if you see, I have simple three files here. The very first file is main view.xml, where we have given a label, an input box, and a button. And afterwards, again, a text box is there, then a button and text box. So very first one is saying password, and we'll take password in forms of input. And then when you click on this particular button called on encrypt, your entire password will be encrypted and shown here using this particular text box. And again, when you click on decrypt, your entire encrypted file will be decrypted and shown here. So this is a very simple UI structure. If you go and see the UI screen, it also looks the same. And if I go to controller, you see a few line of codes are written here. So before you actually start with the entire project here, so you need to create a JS file like this, JS, and inside that you need to create an AES JS.js file. And if you click on that, you see some codes are written. These codes you can just copy and paste from this particular page. The link of these links that we are discussing here will be added in the description of the video. Yeah, so once you are done with the copying and pasting, you need to bring this file to your controller. And to do that, you need to mention the name of the project. So it is test/test, and the name of the folder, that is JS folder, and the name of the file, AES.js. And once you do it, all the functions inside this particular JS file will be visible and applicable in this controller also. So we can directly call the functions inside this JS from the controller file. Fine. So once you are done with this copy and pasting and having this file structure, and when you click on encrypt or on decrypt, we'll perform some operations and we'll see that. So on encrypt and on decrypt takes the input, passes it to a function, whatever comes back, the same is sent to the UI, and it is same for the decrypt also. Also on click of on encrypt, we are making this decryption option visible. So that's the simple use case and simple piece of line we have written here. Then you see get decrypted key and get encrypted key. So this entire code was provided by the AES official website itself. So you see the entire code is given here. Same we have just copied and pasted. So what is required here is like key. a set of key. This key you can generate, or you can create your own. So in business scenarios, you actually create your own key. And also you generate your own counter. So it can be like 432, any number it can be. And these counter and this key is saved somewhere else. It is not exposed in the UI. As of now, it is exposed, but in real scenario, in SAP UI5, if you're doing it, you'll have to save it in destination file or somewhere in backend. And every time you call this functionality, you have to get it back from wherever you have stored those keys. So sometimes people also hash this code, and save it in hashed format, so that these codes are also not saved somewhere in a simple manner. So in this way, when we pass our key, this key is being passed from on encryption. So like this, you see, I'm taking this entire input into an value, and this input value is passed to this get encrypted key function, and this comes here as S key, and this S key is passed in form of text, and the rest of the code is already provided by AES JS officially, and in the end it returns the encrypted file. And same happens for the decryption also. So we have the same key. The key has to be same, right? And even the counter has to be same. Only then it will work. So you pass this key, you pass the value in the form of S encrypted hex, and then it returns a decrypted text. So we'll now run a quick demo. I will call it Hello India. Simply encrypt it. This is the encrypted file that we're getting. And when you click on decrypt, you get your text back. So this was a very simple use case. And I believe that you have learned the encryption and decryption. Let us know in the comment if you have any issue. Thank you very much.